Sitting back with the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. You know the rapper do the hard. Never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Yeah, man, it's that lumberjack, that Ralph Lauren lumberjack. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but you know what you do need to know about, man. It's these fragrances. It's a couple of fragrances that we gonna talk about. Let's talk about it. What up, family? It's your favorite cousin Cool Rich back in this mug one more time, and we about to have a good conversation because I need y'all help on some things. First things, let's get some housekeeping things in order. First things first, I need you to like, share, and subscribe to the content because we're trying to get this YouTube channel over 500 subscribers. So I need your help, man. I need your HBO special, the Help a Brother Out special to go ahead and get me over my threshold. And then also I'll tell you about the Louis V luggage that we'll be discussing towards the end to, you know, kind of commemorate one of our legends. But on a different note, it's the summertime, and I know that right now it's a little bit hot. It's a little hot. So you ain't gonna really go into certain different places, certain different areas for the most part. But you might. You might. And if you do, I just want to make sure that you have everything at your discretion, everything in your equipment tool bag to be able to do what you need to do and accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're going to certain different places, right? The setting dictates the fragrance. So if you go into, let's say you go into work, you're not going to go in smelling of the high, like the strongest cologne, right? Because you want to have that office fragrance. You want to have something that's appealing but not overzealous. And then also if you're going out to the club, you want something that's going to be more club wear, right? So this one is more for if you're going into a nice little lounge, specifically a cigar lounge. So one of my first fragrances that I love and that I think is one of the most underrated fragrances in the actual fragrance world right now. But I actually have heard that there's another fragrance from that same house that does even better than this one. But that says a lot because this fragrance is actually is one of the best fragrances out. And this fragrance is from the house of Maison Margiela, Replica by the Fireplace. Now, if you don't know nothing about the Replica by the Fireplace, this mug was recommended by, I want to say Kevin Samuels and also Bowtie the Fragrance Guy. They definitely gave some recommendations off of these because these perform well, for one. Two, the scent profile is amazing. It's like, come on, bro. You can't, like, come on, man. You got, hold on, let me just, and now mind you, this is summertime. It's summertime right now, and I'm still spraying this, and it smells this good. Boy, if you don't smell that, or you don't smell that clove and that pink pepper, them cloves and the pink pepper, Jesus, that cloves and the pink pepper. You gonna smell some cloves and some pink pepper. Now, as far as the floral, you gonna get you a little orange blossom, but that mug is strong. Like, you talking about a good hit, but it got some different type. It's strong, but it smells like if you had somebody and you are in a cigar lounge, let's say y'all having a good conversation, you're right near the fireplace of that lounge, you got this on, especially if you're talking to a woman, let's say you having a nice whiskey and you also having that with a cigar, or, you know, whatever the case may be, a nice bourbon. This would be perfect. And that's what you have to understand about certain fragrances. Certain fragrances are based on the settings. I remember just even having my homeboy over recently, showed him one of my colognes from Parfums de Marly. First thing he says is, hey man, I can see me wearing this near the Dallas Star and this, that, and the third. It's just started coming off of the top of the dome with a whole bunch of stuff, bunch of different places where he could actually see himself wearing that fragrance. And that's one of the biggest things when you deal with wearing fragrances. This mug is an amazing type fragrance. You got that chestnut in here. You definitely gonna smell the chestnut. You'll smell that vanilla too. And that's the good thing. It's like you have that woody, spicy initial note, but then it smooths out into that vanilla. It still got that floral note in here too. So it's real smooth. You got the woody scents, you got the juniper berry, you got all of that. But overall, this one. So Maison Margiela. Again, this one. Maison Margiela. Replica by the fireplace. Now, let's say if you are still at the lounge and you don't want to smell like everybody else, right? You can get this at the store. You can get the Maison Margiela Replica by the fireplace at the store. What if you wanted to get something that's not readily available in the store? You want to have something that's a little bit different, that's a little bit more that it's still warm, still spicy, still got that, floral note, still got that vanilla note, still got a little citrus in there a little bit, it's not nothing that's overzealous. It's still sweet. Still got that sweetness to it as well. And that good patchouli. You know I like my patchouli. So, this one is actually one of the most underrated fragrances out. Well, that was out, but it's been discontinued. And what did I say? Like I said in the last video, you want to get certain fragrances that have been discontinued, because when you get fragrances that have been discontinued, you have an advantage. You have an advantage. You smell like no one else. And even if they smell similar to you, they don't have the same DNA scent profile as you. And because you still have a unique fragrance opposed to the general everyday, what everyone else is wearing, you're going to win. And one of those winners is Paco Rabanne 1 Million Privé. This is the Privé. And it has been discontinued. So, this one got that nice cinnamon. Blood mandarin. You can smell. That is a very unique, that's a very unique combination. Like, that's crazy. Like, because you're taking the cinnamon aspect of it and mixing it with a more fruitier accord. But it's not too pungent and sweet. It's more of like it's still sweet, but more of like a sweet in a tart way. Like a sweet with the tartness, but it also still got that tobacco. So it's like, ooh, and I can smell that, that patchouli. That patchouli. Now this one, I'm telling you, you can wear this. The one that's by the fireplace is a little bit more strong. Like, you remember when I smelled, when I sprayed it, you saw like how that reaction was. Like, like yeah, it was strong. This one is a little bit more aromatic. It's a little bit more smooth. It's a little bit more sweet. And I think that with that cinnamon, the sweetness of the cinnamon, mixing with the blood orange, I think that created a different type of dynamic that you generally would not see if you were to put your nose on any other Paco Rabanne 1 Million fragrance. And mind you, I've smelled so many different Paco Rabanne 1 Millions. One of my students had walked into class and he smelled just like it. As soon as he walked by me, I smelled it and I was like, "You got on Paco Rabanne 1 Million, don't you?" He was like, "Well, 1 million. I don't know why I say 1 million. It's kind of funny, but it was Paco Rabanne 1 million. But nevertheless, this is actually the DNA for 1 million is very distinct. But this one doesn't just smell like the DNA of 1 million. It smells different. It smells like the name sounds, Privé. So you get a different bang for your buck with this one. So if you can if you can find this on any type of discounters, discount stores like Fragrance Net, Joma Shop, anything like that, fragrancebuy.ca, any of those places, shoot. Even if you can find this mug on eBay, try to get it because it's worth it. So again, this is Paco Rabanne 1 million Privé. All right, now this last one. Remember I said that the Paco Rabanne, was a little bit more aromatic, right? More smooth, more like got a little citrus notes to it. But this next one, oh, I ain't gonna lie, you could take both. You really losing if you don't have this in your fragrance and you go to a cigar lounge or anything like that. If you go to one of these cigar lounges and you're conducting business or you're having a good conversation or you end up meeting someone, and ladies, a good little tidbit, those lounges that I'm talking about, if you're a single lady, it's a good place to find those gentlemen that you may be looking for. I'm telling you, location, location, location. All right, but this next one, man, I was going fragrance shopping one day and my guy told me, like, look, you should try this fragrance. And as soon as I tried it, mind you, this was 3 summers ago, I was hooked. I was hooked. This mug is so good. That amber note, that tobacco, that vanilla, the sandalwood, the patchouli. Daniel Hosier Ombre Tobacco. Beautiful, beautiful bottle. Beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation. I love presentations. I love beautiful presentations. But this mug, oh my God. Privé, this is like, if Privé had a big brother that was a little bit more smooth, it's like, you know how David Ruffin had a brother, but you still not David Ruffin? It's like that. You got Eddie Ruffin and you got David Ruffin. Eddie is still Eddie. So Privé will be like Eddie. This is David. This is David all the way around. I'm telling you that right now. This is David. This is David Ruffin. I am David Ruffin. And these are the Temptations. This is how this one is to that one. I'm telling you that right now. This mug is so good. The incense and the bergamot. You so disrespectful for putting this together like this. You knew what you was doing. You knew you disrespectful mother. You knew what you was doing when you put these two together like that. That was not right, but it was. It was so right in so many ways. Jeez, got the sandalwood and the patchouli with the vanilla, the amber. I'm telling you, like, you putting all that together. You sitting there by the fireplace. This is how you end up getting a girl naked on the rug in front of the fireplace. This is how you get it. You know that white polar bear and everything like that you usually see Lisa. This will get you that result. If I was to go off of a compliment, off of the tier factor, this would be phone number pass. I know for a fact. Let me spray this. Watch the atomizer. Oh. Go to fragrance outlet and get you that fragrance. You can get it for about $135. You can get 2 fragrances. Buy one, get one 50% off or 30%. Get your nose on that fragrance. I'm telling you, like, you will not be disappointed. And this is for the sophisticated individuals who go to those cigar lounge. Everybody ain't sophisticated like that to be doing that. Some people just don't really care for the cigar lounge. But for those ones that know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, so Hey man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I still need y'all to give me the HBO special, the Help a Brother Out special. So go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the content so we can keep building this up. I want to get over 500 subscribers over the next 30 days. And also, we want to try to get this nice Louis bag. We want to get this nice Louis bag over to Coach Prime as well. I want to actually get him something that commemorates a legend with something that's legendary. Like he already said that he got some Louis luggage, so I want to send him some more Louis luggage. Something that's based on fragrance though. You feel me? So, hey man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to the content. You know it's your host with the most fun and Nemo, aka You Know I Need More Ammo, or your favorite cousin, your bald-headed brethren, Cool Rich, back in this. I ain't gonna cuss. So, y'all take it easy. Stay smooth, stay safe, smell your best. Peace.